With almost 800 kilometres to cover, this is one of the longest days of Dakar 2019 for the bikes, who left Arequipa yesterday to cut the amount of liaison section. They have over 300 kilometres of special to cover across 2 sections, with some very tricky navigation on the menu. So a tough start to the stage in prospect with a spin through the Tanaka dunes. Stage 5 winner Sam Sunderland with the unenviable task of opening the piste. And unsurprisingly, the Englishman losing a couple of minutes by the first time check. Xavier de Sultre was slightly held up by a problem with his Iratrack system. That allows the organisers to keep tabs on all of the competitors throughout every stage. Several other riders getting away ahead of de Sultre, including Lorenzo Santolino. Now the Spaniard's been running beautifully on his Sherco so far, but the top-ranked rookie crashed out of the rally today. Santolino suffering head and neck trauma after a heavy spill. Adrian van Beveren stopping to help out, and the Frenchman getting 11 minutes back later in the day to come 5th. But a real shame for Santolino, who was airlifted to hospital in Lima after being caught out by the dunes. Decidedly not the best day for newcomers. Skylar Howes, second rookie behind Santolino this morning, also injured himself after a crash. Winner of this year's Sonora Rally, which gave him free entry to the Dakar, the American was eventually airlifted to the end of the first special. All that means that Ross Branch, the Kalahari Ferrari, is the new leading rookie, the airline pilot from Botswana, coming along very nicely. Back to our friend de Sultre, who eventually got up and running around 20 minutes later than planned. The Yamaha man coming through the breathtaking scenery. He ended up dropping just over 20 minutes on the stage. Nacho Cornejo is enjoying his second year with the Honda factory team after he replaced Paulo Gonçalves at the last minute in 2018. He came 10th today and is running 12th overall. Now just ahead of him is Luciano Benavides, Kevin's younger brother. He's just over an hour off the pace for the KTM factory team. So into the Tanaka dunes, and Sunderland admitted that winning stage 5 had thrown a spanner in the works in terms of his race tactics. Things got worse for the 2017 champion when he lost his rear brakes fairly early on in the day, having to stop and do some repairs. Well, remarkably, he only lost around 23 minutes, but this putting a serious dent in his hopes of a second Dakar title.
I was going well, and unfortunately I don't know, I all of a sudden I had no rear brake, and I looked down and I'd completely snapped my rear disc off, and the caliper was flapping around, so I had to stop for a little while there to fix that.
A solid enough ride today from Ricky Brabeck, even if he lost his overall lead. The American was around 7.5 minutes off the pace. Now, considering he's been suffering with a nasty wrist injury, this has been some effort from Toby Price, although he admits that keeping up with his rivals is going to be very tough in the coming days. The 2016 winner is now up to 3rd overall. His KTM teammate Matthias 27 seconds quicker on the day. After being handed a 3-minute penalty for speeding on stage 5, the defending champion is just over 10 minutes off top spot. A superb ride on this 6th stage from Kevin Benavides, who was challenging for the stage victory throughout. The Honda man spent a fair bit of the day with Pablo Quintanilla on his wheel after the Chilean lost his road book. Benavides had to settle for second place, but he's into the top 5 overall. No doubt about the day's big winner though, Quintanilla, who took both the stage victory and moved back into the overall lead.
Really good stage for me, and when I started in the morning I knew that I had to push, because this stage is really important for the overall of the race, and I felt really good.
So Quintanilla by 1 minute and 52 seconds from Benavides. The 2 KTMs of WALKNER and Price are just ahead of Ricky Brabeck. Quintanilla now leads Brabeck by 4 minutes and 38 seconds. Another sensational performance from Nicolas Cavigliasso, who's been unstoppable in the quad so far. The Argentine on course for his 5th victory in 6 stages.